The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
They'll go with a direct snap. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So Arizona State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test, too.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. Give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his counts.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Wide receiver comes in motion. And some room to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football, you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Offense in a bunch formation. On third down, going up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Udo. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, touchdown Sun Devils! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Jackson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Udo. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back.
He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Takes the easy completion. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that.
Trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Jackson will throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Jenkins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cole. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Unloads it left. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this in the next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Jackson gonna throw it. Hauls it in.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Rides the back on the option to give. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So here they come, 4th and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. With the catch, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He fires to the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got him downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Levitt. A shot toward the end zone. Hauls it in down the sideline. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much.